In this video, we'll be talking about how you can save your money while traveling. Hey guys, how's it going? Will here. So this is a continuation for the previous video. If you have not watched it, feel free to click the card over here that will link you directly to the video. So without further ado, let's begin. So the one thing that you can save your money while traveling is on food. So you probably wouldn't need me to say this, but sharing food is the great option and one of the best ways to save money. Knowing that if you go to Western countries like Australia or UK or any European country or the US or Canada, you will know that the meal portion there is usually large enough to be eaten or consumed by two person. So this is one way. By ordering one dish, you are able to share between two person. Another way would be to buy groceries and cook in your accommodation, especially when you are living in Airbnb. Usually there's a kitchen for you to cook, so that would be one of the simple and more economical way, especially if you can cook. And also there's this one thing that not many people know about, is that some countries during lunch hour they will have like a lunch promotion, and that would make the lunch more affordable. The best example for this would be in Japan, whereby a set lunch would cost you probably half or quarter of the price of one dinner. Yes, it is exactly such big of a difference. This is probably due to the office people, the office workers. They are going out for their lunchtime and they want a quick meal, a quick and cheap meal. So this is why certain restaurants in certain countries are able to offer you a cheaper lunch. So which means that you should have a heavier lunch so that you can eat a lighter dinner. The second thing that you can save on is attractions and transport. For this, you would have to buy tourist passes. So example of a tourist pass is, if you are going to the US, you will have something called a city pass, which covers major cities in the US. It also covers Toronto, which is one of the major cities in Canada. So if you are heading up to the Americas, do pick up this city pass, and it will save you a lot of money. Also, the reason why you can save on tourist pass is some tourist pass are not available in the destination country. For example, when you're looking for a rail pass in Japan, there's this pass called Japan Rail Pass, but this pass is not available to be put in Japan, but it is available to be purchased outside of Japan. So if you know this and you plan to travel a lot by train in Japan, do get this pass, as it not only covers a local line, but it also covers the bullet train. This will be a very good deal if you travel between major cities in Japan. But if no tourist pass is available, always look out for the other option, which is to buy a daily or a weekly unlimited ride pass. So these are mainly for local train lines or trams or subways. These are all readily available to be purchased, and you should research for it before you arrive to the destination country. And always look out for free attractions. Not everything in every country has to be paid for. Certain attractions are more famous than other tourist spots, but free usually means more tourists will be flocking for that spot. And one of the best websites to go for, and we are very lucky to have this, is Klook. So klook.com sells lots of tourist pass for lots of countries. In fact, I believe that Klook covers worldwide tourist spots such as US, Europe, even locally here in Malaysia, anywhere in Southeast Asia, Korea, Japan, I would say that Klook has it all. So please do yourself a favor and go to Klook and see what kind of deals you can search up. The next one that you can save on is hotel and accommodation. The best place to stay or the cheapest place to stay is usually out of the city center. City center usually has a higher price or a higher rate due to the amount of tourists that are willing to pay for it. But if you can look elsewhere, somewhere maybe 10 or 15 minutes away from the city, you not only get a quieter night to sleep, but you can also get a better rate for your hotel or accommodation. And this one goes without saying, travel off season whenever possible. Usually during peak seasons, hotel prices or accommodation prices can easily double in price compared to the price during low or shoulder season. Good example for this is when you're traveling to Western countries, avoid the Christmas to New Year duration. And if you're traveling to Japan, avoid the spring season as everyone will be going there to watch cherry blossoms. So there are low or shoulder seasons for every single country that you want to visit. Aim for those seasons to get maximum savings. And if you are traveling in large crowds, like let's say 5 to 6 people, or you're traveling with a bunch of friends, it is always more economical to stay in an Airbnb. Airbnb usually has multiple rooms that can accommodate easily up to 8, 10 or even 12 people. The cost after dividing per pax will definitely be way lower than what you would get in a hotel. Plus, you do not have to book multiple rooms, so it saves you the hassle of finding certain amount of rooms in certain hotels. Next one, do take advantage of your special privileges. Say you're a student, you are studying in a university. Bring your student card along with you and show to cafes or attractions that you're a student. Usually you will get a small kickback, like maybe a 5 to 10% discount on the ticket. And if you're traveling with elderlies like your parents, elderlies usually are entitled to senior citizen discounts. That is usually 50% or 30% off the normal rate of that ticket. And if you are owner of a credit card, check with your credit card and what are the available perks. Certain credit cards are tied to a chain hotel or a chain restaurant. Maybe you have a card that has connections with Hilton hotels. So look out for it. Maybe you are able to book a hotel with a better rate using that credit card. And lastly, if you have a credit or a debit card that has 0 extra fees for foreign exchange, use that credit card to the most advantage. The best example for this is BigPay. If you do know what BigPay is actually a debit card by the AirAsia group that has 0 extra fees for foreign exchange. So what I usually do is when I travel, I will load up a certain amount of money into BigPay and use it for my transaction. In fact, BigPay is very good because the exchange rate is much lower than what you would get from a normal money exchange counter. So this BigPay is good for destinations that has a cashless society, but that doesn't mean you are not able to bring this to a country like Japan. You can still use it in convenience stores whereby you just wave the card and that's it. Your transaction will be recorded, just as simple as that. So these are the few ways that you can save your money while traveling. I hope this helps you out in your next adventure. Comment down below on anything you want to know or any extra tips that I have not highlighted here. And if you like this video, feel free to hit the like button as it helps my channel out immensely. Hit the subscribe and notification bell down below for more future content. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.